I went to see this old house with 1.6 acres of land. It's a big house built in 1890, and I went around just to look at the foundation and the outside shape of it. Looks like a lot of the paint is peeling. It's hard to tell in some places, but the foundation is solid, and the bricks is solid, the walls. Looks like there are some inputs here to the oil tank that's in the basement. This dead tree will have to go, and some of these bushes will have to be cleaned up. The fence probably needs to be rebuilt on this side, and it's hard to tell where it actually ends, the property here. I think it ends where you see the tree line on this side and then all the way to the fence line, but we'll look at that later. So definitely that big oak tree will have to be cut down only because I'm nervous about the tree falling on the house. Looks like the chimney is in good shape. These are all real shutters that you can actually close. Obviously they all have to be taken down and repainted. So here's the side of the property that's going to be included in the 1.6 acres, and it's just fenced in. It doesn't have anything really in it, just some old trees. So that would be great for my gardening. And this is the fake entrance, if you will, because you can see that there's not even a pathway going to it. But this is the front of the house that's facing the road. And that's the view. Across the street is a farm, and then next to that, some kind of assisted living, old folks home. Definitely that looks like updated electric, but it wouldn't pass inspection. It's just hanging there. So from the garage or from the parking, you would come in through this little gate, and you would enter the house through either the kitchen or the family room. There are two doors on the lower level on this side to go into the house. This is the backyard. And I'm gonna go around the other way where I thought that land also belongs to the house, but I found out later that this side of the land actually been purchased already for building new houses on it. There will be two new houses on this side of the land, closer to the road. There will be some easement in between the two property lines. I walked back to the backyard and there are some structures. I was glad to see some raised beds. I can certainly repurpose these. I think the property ends where that tree line is right there. And then there are some outbuildings that are in bad shape. This looks like may have been a chicken coop. There is electricity going to it. And then there's some pipes that I was questioning, and that's how I found out about the new buildings being planned on next to the property. But this one, I don't know if that was an outhouse or something else on the right. But this little building is like a little oven, door oven. I would definitely keep this one. It just needs a new roof. This would have to be refurbished as well for a shed. On the back is where the laundry room is. That was an addition. Those two windows that you see there. So it's nice and spacious outside. I can definitely do a lot with that land, even without having the whole 3 acres. It would have been nice if I had the 3 acres, but 1.5 is still doable for me. Now, as far as the view from here, I don't know how much those new buildings gonna block the view. And obviously, because construction, that's gonna be annoying. So these are the other 2 chimneys. So there are 4 chimneys together, and they all look like in good shape. There are 4 fireplaces in the house. So we're in the basement now. It's the water heater. It's fairly new. And it looks like the foundation is very sturdy. In some places they have new center block, but mostly it's rock foundation. And inside there are some brick walls as well that's supporting the floor. That's an oil water heater that heats the house through the radiator heating. It looks like these floors are very stable, sturdy, well done. And the basement even has a fireplace, although it probably doesn't work. Looks like a water softener. So to go to the basement, you would come down from the kitchen. So we are going up into the kitchen at this point. The kitchen is not huge, but it's doable. Obviously, it would have to be redone for my taste. And then there's a stairway going up to a bedroom. There are doors on either side of the kitchen. And there is a half bathroom in the corner. And this is my favorite room. This is the heart of the house. It's kind of a family room, dining room type of thing, which also has 2 doors on either side of the house. And then from here, you would go into the living room, the formal living room with the fireplace. And the radiators, one of them is broken, looks like, but the other one is working, heating nicely. Across from that formal living room is the study or office, very brown, very wood. under the stairs, I found this little room that actually could be made into a half bathroom. Potentially, there are pipes going into it. And then next to the stairs, you go into that middle room again, the family room. I do like this room. Not the wallpaper and not the chandelier, but I see potentials. Setting this up really nicely. And that's the side yard. So again, there's a door on either side, and then that door on the left goes back into the main foyer. And then the kitchen is also a fireplace. And then on the left corner is where the little bathroom is. There's a walkthrough here that goes into the laundry room that I did not film. And this is where you go upstairs to the maid room, I guess. That has an ensuite bathroom. So this blue bathroom is attached to that room upstairs that we just went into. And I didn't film a lot in this room because it looks like somebody's been sleeping in here. But it's a nice size room, windows on both sides. And to go into the main house, you would have to go through another bathroom. It's kind of a weird layout. This is a closet. And then this is where you would go up to the attic, which I'm not gonna show much of it. It's very dark out there. So we are still in the maid's room. And this is a bathroom that you would pass through to get to the main part of the house. So this would be the main shared bathroom. There's only two bathrooms up here. And this looks like a dressing room that could be made into a third bathroom potentially. And this is where you would go out into the balcony. And from here you can pass through into the upstairs foyer. And that just allows people to from any bedroom to use that bathroom. Um, this is a smaller bedroom with a closet. And then there are two bedrooms that are connected. So that small bedroom connects to this blue bedroom. And then across the hall, you have this other bedroom, which I really liked. That's the walk-in closet. And then you end up in the upstairs foyer that has a window itself as well. Going down the stairs, just checking to see what kind of stairs we have. It's hard to tell because it has carpet on it. But here's your main foyer and the front door ahead of us. And this is looking up the stairway. And going back in a circle again and ended up in the formal living room. And then going through here again into the family room. Nice bay window, but definitely too many doors to the outside. I don't see why you have to have two doors for each room going out. The kitchen and the family room has two doors each side. Okay, so now I'm gonna go outside. Here's the porch, the side porch. And this is the property line where you see the fence. I'm not sure on the upper side of it where it ends actually, because there's another house. As you can see, there's a car in the house, so I'm assuming it stops at the tree. And if I go back toward the house, there's a fence between the front yard and the backyard again. And then the side yard is fenced in, as you can see. On our left, that's fenced in almost entirely. So that's where I would have my nice garden. And now we're coming from the back of the property toward the garage and the house, just to show again how huge that backyard is. So I definitely am considering putting an offer on this house, even though it will need work.